Hey guys, it's Silver. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have some brand new Pokemon Scale World figure news. The big boys are here. We have an official reveal for Kyogre, Rayquaza, and Groudon Scale World figures. They are gigantic and they look fantastic. Well, most of them do, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But if you guys are into these types of Pokemon figure news, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps the video a lot and I do appreciate it. Alright, let's get into the brand new figure goodness. So if we scroll down all the way here, you can see, of course, these three, this was pretty predictable, are premium Bandai exclusive. So let's go down the row. We'll start with Kyogre. And again, premium Bandai exclusive. And here is the size of the figure in centimeters. But let's go over to the official premium page so you can see the price here, which does include tax. So it's 5,500 yen, so about $55 USD. It will be released in November 2021. But let's look at the pictures here. So Kyogre looks pretty good. I mean, that sure is Kyogre. Spoiler alert, my favorite figure of the three is going to be Groudon. I think Groudon looks the best. But Kyogre, they went for a very standard Kyogre. I personally think that one of the Zukon, I'll put a picture of it right here. That's my favorite Kyogre figure. I love the pose. I love the open mouth where you can see Kyogre's little pointy teeth. But this does look like a nice standard Kyogre figure. It will be quite big. Here's a picture of somebody holding Kyogre so you can get a good idea of what the size is like. It will, of course, come with a piece of gum, soda flavor, of course. Alright, so there is Kyogre. And now we move on to my favorite of the three. Not my favorite of the three overall. Rayquaza is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, but I think Groudon looks really stellar. It is, of course, the most expensive, also. No, page not translated. There we go. It is almost 8,000 yen, so basically $80. That is, of course, including tax. And this guy will actually come out in October 2021, so a little bit sooner. Again, Kyogre's November. Than his evil whale counterpart. Well, evil in Groudon's mind, I'm sure. Alright, let's take a look at him. He looks phenomenal. I actually have a lot of figures of Groudon and Kyogre and Rayquaza. I was big into the 3rd gen merch. 3rd gen's just a great generation. It's just a great generation. Look at how good Groudon looks. Such a phenomenal design. You can see there are a few seams here and there, but I don't think they're that bad. And then again, same stuff that Kyogre comes with. Groudon looks really, really nice. And here's a picture of somebody holding it. You can see just how big it is. Actually, I have a few pictures to show you guys. Here it is next to Plusle and Nin-Nin. Absolute unit. Just very, very large. I'm super excited for Groudon. It is quite a pricey figure, but it's very big and it looks quite nice. So hopefully it'll be worth all of that cash. But let's go on to most people's favorite, I assume, Rayquaza, who is just a fantastic Pokemon. Rayquaza is actually the cheapest of the three, which when you see it compared to the other two in a picture I'll show you guys in a bit, you will understand why. But yeah, for better or for worse, it is in fact the cheapest, so about 40 bucks, and it comes out at the same time that Kyogre does. I don't know why they decided to release all three of these. Well, I guess at least Groudon first. Just a curious way of going about it. But let's look at Big Ray, as I like to call it. And again, this is a very standard Rayquaza pose. And the really cool thing about Ray, we're almost there. Back looks quite nice. Some of the lines, like you see on his circle, the yellow circle there, not the cleanest paint. I hope that's not something that's gonna be on every figure. But the neatest thing about Rayquaza is that it comes with this really cool cloud base, and that is super neat. Look at the, like, the gradient in it, all of the detail. Really phenomenal base. And the Scale World figures have not had, like, a really cool base like this. They're usually just your typical translucent support, which I actually don't mind. I think that's great. Like, the base... Like, I don't want to see the base. I don't want to see support, so I have no problem with it being transparent, but this is actually super neat. And here's just a better look at the base overall. I think this base is going to be way more than Rayquaza is. This looks kind of heavy. But there is Rayquaza. And it does come with the cloud-shaped pedestal. And now let's get into some more pictures. So here's somebody holding Rayquaza. And normally Rayquaza is the tallest of the three, but it's also a dragon serpent, so that size doesn't necessarily reflect as well with the other two, who are just very wide. wide boys. Alright, so here's a picture of all three of them together in this nice fancy, like, almost school photo. It reminds me of, like, a school picture background. But here they all are. And you can see Rayquaza looks a little tiny, a little small compared to Groudon and Kyogre. And granted, it could just be this picture, but I really do think Rayquaza is just going to end up looking a little tiny compared to these two, which is a shame. At least me, in game, I always thought of Rayquaza as just being super, super big and imposing, but it is just a noodle dragon. It's like Superior being the tallest starter. You know, it's a snake. So it's not exactly going to measure up in beefiness compared to something like Feraligatr. So I think that's the same case here. I mean, it still looks like the base is the best part. The cloud base looks really nice. I think that's what they had to try to do to make Rayquaza measure up at all with the other two. They were like, we got to do something for him. Give him a cool base. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below. Are you disappointed with how tiny Rayquaza looks next to the other two? Are you going to be buying any of these figures as well? I think, man, that's going to be it's going to be a lot of money. But I really do love all three of these. At the very least, I want to get Groudon. And Rayquaza is fairly inexpensive, so I'll probably get I'll get all three. Who am I even kidding? Who am I kidding at this point? I'm just joking with myself. I will get all three. Okay, and since these three are Premium Bandai exclusive, which pretty much just means you can only buy them on Premium Bandai's website, you have to go through a special website to import them. So sadly, they're not offered at places like AmiAmi or HobbyLink. And you have to go to a website like Okini Land. We're going to be going over 3 different websites. I believe Okini Land is the cheapest of the 3. But again, it comes down to personal preference. So they have Groudon for 9,290 yen. And you can see it's about 13 bucks more than the retail version. But Okini Land, I've had experience with Okini Land and they have been pretty good. So there is Groudon. And all of these will be linked in the description below. There's Rayquaza. And there is Kyogre. Our second website we're talking about is Nin-Nin Game. And a word of note about Nin-Nin is that we've had various different experiences with Nin-Nin, and by we I mean me and Tyler. And we have had, or at least Tyler has had to pay import fees and submit many tickets before they actually responded to him. So Nin-Nin can be kind of up and down. You will get your stuff. It's just our personal experience with Nin-Nin. If you have had a perfect experience with them, that's great. But just for us, we've had a few blips, but they will be listed down there just as another resource. But there you go. There's Nin-Nin. But let's move on to our final website I'm going to talk about, and this is Big in Japan, and they have all 3 here listed as well. Very close in price with Okini Land. I mean, they're all kind of close in price. Again, it's up to personal preference. Like, you could have a great experience with Nin-Nin, for example. All just depends on which website you like the most. But yeah, they have all 3 of them here. And it's super easy to pre-order from these. Yeah, Premium Bandai exclusive. They tell you when it's going to be available. Really simple. So all of those will be linked down in the description below, and you guys will have to let me know if there's another website out there that I've missed. I'd be happy to keep adding to the links in the description, keep everybody in the know with where you can pre-order everything. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to go over to twitch.tv/silverlugia860 and give me a follow if you're so inclined. Been doing a lot of shiny hunting lately. I'm also going to start posting some of the successful shiny hunts at least. You know, the few that I get every now and then. As shorts on YouTube, we're going to try that out one of these days. One of these days I'll get around to it. Yeah, that'll be linked in the description as well if you want to come over and join the party. Thank you all so very much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.